It's horrible, absolutely horrible. And Adam, if you think about this, this has been a trend since 2016. And we joke and we say Trump derangement syndrome, but it's a real thing. And you bring up a really good point that no condemnation for this type of a poll leads to assassination attempts. We saw two. I'm a part of Gen Z. I'm a younger person. And it was a young person that decided to go out there in Butler, Pennsylvania, and attempt to kill the former president. I mean, it's just awful to see. And it's going to continue the more and more that people like Biden, like Kamala Harris, like Chuck Schumer, AOC, the more that they don't call this out. I mean, it even trickles down into their own party. Recently, we saw Jasmine Crockett, and she was advocating for violence against Governor Greg Abbott down in Texas. Hopefully nothing happens to him. But if the media continues to just ignore this or even poke fun at it and laugh at it and make it seem like it's not a big deal, we're going to see more and more violence in the streets of America.
Well, when they got radical Tim Walz, schmucky Tim Walz, tampon Tim Walz, they call him, Jasmine Crockett, Schumer can't condemn anything. See, if you're spoiled in a household when you're young and you had friends that were just screaming all the time and they didn't get their way, what would they do? What was the next step they would do? Violence, right? It's almost like the Democratic Party of these days, right? I want to go to a cut here, cut one, and I want to show you this. It was a new. I want to go to show you this article first from the Federalist. 55% think killing Trump is justifiable, and that was later on. I saw the same article about Musk.
Yeah, in that same poll.
That is crazy to think 55% of an American population of left think it's justifiable.
Oh, but Adam, see violence. What we've been seeing recently in the news about what's been going on with Tesla, the dealerships getting targeted, Cybertrucks being attacked in the street. I mean, this is a direct correlation to the way that Americans feel about Elon Musk. And if they're not, like you said, condemned, they're not, scolded like a child who having a tantrum when they make these kind of comments, they're going to start to think that they can actually act on these types
and a lot
of
these scratching of Teslas come from older generation too, which is bizarre too. They should know between the difference between right and wrong. Yeah. I want to show you this first clip too. This clip of that. It was this journalist from Live Action in New York City, just standing getting interviews in front of a, I believe, clear abortion clinic. She's pro-life, but watch what happens when somebody approaches her.
And I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
What's wrong with you? You have a.
Oh my God.
She attacked my wife.
Your wife didn't attack me. Why is it following me? Why are you following me?
Look at that actually. Look. Don't worry.
She just punched me in the face. We were just doing a street interview with my camera and everything was fine for over 20 minutes or however long we were filming, and then she just punched me in the face. Oh my God.
That's Savannah, Craven, and Teo got attacked, and people just sat there and like, whatever.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable this just happens in America and New York City like that. And it's just almost acceptable these days.
Well, Adam, I think you know that you're completely losing your argument in a street interview like that when you just resort to a punch. I mean, my jaw was on the ground. That was the first time that I saw that clip. Horrible. It makes me think of, all of these women throughout New York City that were reporting instances kind of like this happening, men coming up and just punching them in the face. I mean, we're seeing so much violence all over our country right now. And how are we going to stop it, Adam?
The protests are starting up again. And I don't think it's just years ago it was protests and then it became Antifa and then it became violence. And they're not getting their way. So I think they're going to resort to violence. But there's a new administration. There's a new law enforcement. I don't think we're going to take it this time. So hopefully local police do their job and not allow the violence to fester along the way it did 4 years ago. We can't accept violence in a society all because you disagree with somebody's ideology. And the media has to do the same thing they would do on the right as they do on the left, but they don't. And that's the big problem here.